Hey, Charles Laputka here again, and I just wanted to make a quick video today to tell you about a great conversation that I just had with a client of mine who hired me because she has some debt that she needs to settle with one of her credit card companies. So this particular client was sued like hundreds of thousands of other Americans by a credit card company for a debt that she was not able to pay. This particular credit card company was Citibank. And she contacted me, reached out, and basically said that she wanted to come up with a payment plan to defend the lawsuit and settle the debt by a lump sum settlement in a one payment plan or by several payments over time. So we started having the conversation about debt settlement versus bankruptcy and what the goals were. And essentially what we ended up talking about was the fact that her credit score was already pretty low. This was not the only debt that she had. So while this particular debt was about $5,000, there were another $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 worth of other credit cards that had not sued her yet because she was making the minimum monthly payments. So a total of about $10,000 in debt. And, she wanted to settle them and make payment plans. So I started talking to her about the goals. And one of her goals was to restore her credit as quickly as possible. And she was concerned that if she did anything other than pay or like file a bankruptcy or something like, it would take 7 to 10 years to start rebuilding her credit. So we had this great conversation about how that's not necessarily the case. And I thought to myself, you should shoot a quick video so that you can tell others and help educate others about restoring your credit once you have poor credit as a result of not being able to pay all of your debts as they come due. So this particular client's credit risk score was below 600. So what I generally explain to folks that come to talk to me here at the Laputka Law Office is that if your credit score is already below a 600, if it starts with a 5 or less, then a bankruptcy will actually instantly boost your credit score. It will boost your credit score into the 600s, and then you'll just work back from there. And the reason is because the bankruptcy, a Chapter 7 bankruptcy specifically, just eliminates all of that past due debt. So essentially, for your credit, as far as credit goes, it has a very similar effect to if you just went in and paid off in settlement all of your delinquent debts. So the real big difference and how you rebuild your credit is that you have to do the right things going forward after you hit that reset button. Whether you hit that reset button by filing bankruptcy or hit that reset button by paying a settlement, let's say you owe $5,000 and the credit card company is willing to settle for a $3,500 lump sum. You pay the $3,500 lump sum, your credit is paid. Now, that doesn't give you good credit, and it doesn't report positively on your credit report that that debt has been paid. It reports that that debt has been settled out of delinquency. So those negative marks of not having paid that card for a certain amount of time are all still there. So we started talking about that. And if you pay a debt through settlement over time, like let's say you agreed to, $500 payments, so $2,500 over the next 5 months at $500 per month. Well, the credit doesn't actually start to even be in a position where you can rebuild it until that 5th month. As compared to a bankruptcy, if you were to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy today, your credit would be eliminated down to that 0 restarting, rebuilding position in about 3.5 months. So the long story short, and I know I'm kind of rambling here, I'm just excited. I've had a lot of coffee today. We're getting towards the end of the day, and I'm just excited about this conversation that I had because this particular client chose the option to do both or to have both options. So she has hired our firm to attempt to negotiate the best settlement deal we can with this creditor because she has about $10,000 total in debt. And then she's going to make the decision. So over the next 1.5 to 2 months, we're going to try and get the best deal we can from this creditor. And then at that point, once we understand the best deal we can negotiate, my client's going to choose to either negotiate and pay the debt or to hire me to file bankruptcy instead and change the course of action here. So the great thing is she has that option. And we're going to see what she chooses. Maybe I'll send you another video and give you an update about this in the future. But the good news here is, and the moral of the story is, once you reset your credit by hitting that button through either finishing a payment plan with a creditor or filing bankruptcy, it's what you do next that's going to determine how quickly you can get your credit score back above 700 and be in the good graces of the lenders going forward, so to speak. So very important. We've got a class for that. It's called 7 Steps to a 720 Credit Score. I've shot different videos about it. Like and subscribe and share here at our YouTube channel, and look for that 7 Steps to 720 Credit Score video so you can learn more about how to rebuild your credit after you do choose whatever option you choose to reset it. We want to rebuild it up over 700 so that you're in the good graces of the banks going forward in the event you need to borrow money for a mortgage or a car or a personal loan or some emergency. We want to get you back in the good graces of those creditors. And all we've got to do first before we do that is get you to pay off the debt or file bankruptcy or restart, get back to a zero position so that we can do the positive things to make it better. Well, thank you very much for listening. As always, I'm attorney Charles Laputka here at the Laputka Law Office in the state of Pennsylvania. Our primary office is located in eastern Pennsylvania in the city of Allentown, but we do practice statewide throughout the entire state of Pennsylvania, both in the county court defending creditor lawsuits and foreclosures, as well as in federal court helping folks with bankruptcy to save their home or eliminate their debt. Whatever you need in the state of Pennsylvania, we've got your back. So if you have any questions, give us a call, leave them in the comments here. Text us at 610-477-0155. Visit our website at www.laputkalaw.com. That's LAPUTKALAW.com. And as always, like I said, like, subscribe, and share our videos here so that you can get more content and know your options. We are a consumer-focused law practice, and above everything, we just want all of the good people of Pennsylvania out there to be able to know their rights and make good, informed decisions about how to move forward with whatever legal issues they have. So that's all for now.